Hello, welcome to another episode of the GNPS. It's your boy Mfundo Mzobe. General Engineer, and I'm not running alone. Next to me,
Gabes in the house.
you know what it is, man. And sitting across us is our next guest. He goes by the name of Mfundo. Well, I need to stop saying this. This is his real name, ladies and gentlemen. Mfundo Mzobe,
How's it, guys?
the man of the moment.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thank you.
Quickly, before you go too far, you are an aspiring sprinter.
Yeah.
Am I getting it right?
Aspiring 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
For now. Might go to 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah,
For now, it's still
wherever
100 meters.
wherever you need a quick man, somebody fast.
Yeah, even sevens, if I get the call up, we there.
Yeah, that's your forte. Wherever there's speed involved.
Whatever the speed, we
Yeah.
there.
Have you always been a man of speed? When did you know you were a man of speed?
From a young age. Think I've said this before. Can I speak Zulu, by the way?
Yeah, bro. Hey.
Ngaze ngiqine-ke.
Hayibo.
Ngaze ngiqine-ke.
Phelela amagama.
Yeah.
Listen. La mawungizwile ukuthi ngitheni wangi-understanda bese ngiphendula ngendlela owazi ngayo.
Sure.
Finish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nami ngibuze ngi-understand siqhubeke sixoxe.
yeah. So from a young age, even abazali bami bengithuma mfethu ngihlezi ngigijima wherever I used to go.
Babengakushaya ngempahla leyo uthi ungabuyi la mathe engakashi lapha.
Angishaya lo shayilist le. Ngishaya. Kodwa kubona ispeed sami mhlawumbe babezoyisho leyo nto kube babeyazi leyo shayilist leyo, but yeah, but as ngiqhubeka with the years going by, did athletics at school, a lot of sports, and now yazi umuntu omnyama ekhula kuhamba udlala ibhola, mengidlala ibhola kuthiwa ngi-striker, just bahlezi bekuposa there and they just say just run. So that's when I realized it's okay, actually I think this is where I need to be at. So
Speed is your thing.
Yeah, just speed is my thing.
Yeah. Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Newlands West, in Milarina
Yeah.
Drive. Yeah, that's where I grew up. But I was the mumbuza ukuthi inkaba yami kephi.
Yeah, I mean that's important too. That's part of you.
Okay, inkaba yami is Mfume.
Yeah. You get
Mfume. I think you go past this ping.
Oh.
Past this ping. I almost
okay.
you just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much time did you spend over there?
I didn't spend much.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time in
Like
Newlands.
Newlands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ukuvakasha nje usho say
Isikele?
from primary.
Yeah.
Primary school I went to Parkville Primary School, which was in Newlands. And then I went to Sastry College.
Yeah.
Sastry College, okay, I could have school. But
Is it that school by DUT?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've
went
heard
to
of
Sastry
Sastry, yeah.
Yeah, so I went to Sastry College, and then I got into hockey,
Yeah.
played hockey. Actually, I actually told my coach that I want to get a scholarship.
So you've played every sport
Bruh.
just because of speed.
Everywhere, bruh. Like on the speed, nje, I'm there. Top 5 phambili, on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I told my coach to say, I want to get a scholarship, so what can I do? It's like, okay, I can play hockey. Played hockey from grade 9, grade 10, I got a scholarship. Then I went to Durban High School. Yeah, Durban High School, played hockey nakhona bafika bangixina kuthiwa ngidlala irugby, ngidlala iloko, yabo.
Yeah.
Running, yeah, so all of those stuff.
Durban High School, like Siona, Stella Wood.
No. They just
Lima
Grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pay me like I Glenwood, so
You hate.
I know.
Says in
Listen,
Hate.
that's not even bad. It's just like a jab. Kevin just took
So
a jab at you.
that's a clean dude.
Everything was fine when you were when you were talking about
I just
Sanskrit.
mentioned DHS, then became a problem,
I'd expect a nigga from Glenwood to say something like that.
You know? Bafundisa lokho vele. Good discipline.
At least, well, tell me, in your year,
Yeah.
were you guys dominated by Glenwood or did you guys dominate?
Bro, do you have to ask this? Do you have to ask? Is this part of the this is part of the thing?
They're part of the agenda.
You know?
I'm just
when was
curious.
it 2016?
Yeah.
Now we were dominating, bro. And then we were dominating, but it was close.
Was it the
Iraq.
year when Nohamba was there?
No, yeah. But they only won 2017. Yeah, so we were there. Yeah, I think the score was 23-25.
Yeah.
Or something like that, yeah. But we were knocking on the door.
No, I know Kevin existed in Glenwood in the era where they were on fire.
So
Okay.
it's 09. Hey. Aye, but it's indispensable, bro.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were.
nine got dominated Glenwood.
Huh?
Oh, nine got dominated Glenwood.
Yeah, I know, but mina ngamatriculate on 09, but around that time, njengaleyo khathi,
Yeah.
it was Glenwood all
Then
day.
Pet.
What I about it was Grey Bloom and Affies, I think.
Bloom.
That is-
After-
It was Glenwood. It was King and it was 60-something 7. It was hectic.
Yeah. So now you're playing hockey at DHS.
Yeah, I'm playing hockey at DHS.
When does the sprinting come?
The sprinting, that's when I knew I would succeed. This was for me.
Yeah.
You know, so
Just fix your mic straight.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, it's chill. It's chill.
Shots. Yeah, so grade 10 got a scholarship, played first team, then grade 11 again. I played indoor too. Then got grade 11.
Yeah.
What happened was you know this athletics day. Yeah, so we had those. Utiti actually who borrowed me his shoes.
But James.
Yeah, with James. Like, say, Mfundo Mzobe, bro, what's up, Kichima? But I'm like, hey, go make a zama, still running, you know? I'm like, yeah, bro, bring your shoes, let me run. Yeah, then I got to the Zake, I ran, I slipped.
Yeah.
100-meter line, and then
Wait,
Bangshi.
you slipped in the beginning.
Yeah, imagine. So, Gasala, ba win now. Following year, matric year, everyone was like, I say, for no Kichima Mzobe, mean. Because they know that's on Shia, you know?
Yeah.
Because what happened grade 11. I'm like,
What
hey guys, I don't want to run, but if you don't call, say, I wouldn't come business, get blind, but okay, let's do this, you know? Same thing, bought the shoes, same outfit, so go again. And then, yeah, that's where everything started again.
So wait now, I guess leading up to that, you were just worried about not sleeping again.
Yeah, I was just worried.
But
We'll
you're
see.
still wearing the same shoes.
No,
right?
it was different shoes, not James' shoes. I think it was James' shoes that made me slip, actually. You know?
To set you up.
Yeah, because it was like some petties.
Yeah.
But yeah, tricky. Got to the 100-meter line. I ran, won, and then Mr. Brown quickly came to me. Mr. Brown was, by that time, he was the head of athletics.
Yeah.
So he came to me. He's like, Zobe, so this Saturday we are going to a meet, and I'm like, sir, but I'm on a hockey scholarship. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, this guy is serious, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
Shout
like,
out to
hey,
Mr. Brown.
hey, shout out to Mr. Brown, you know? Hey, Mfundo Mzobe, bro. Okay, cool. Then I started going for different meets every Saturday, and then this thing got serious, you know. But in my head, by that time, I don't think okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because in my head, I'm thinking hockey. I even thought after high school, I'm still gonna get a hockey scholarship, you know. So
In
my mind is
university.
just So my mind is just focused on hockey. So get serious. Go to Michael House meets, Northwood, Quadrangular. I make KZN, you know.
Wait, now you're winning. You're winning.
I'm winning, bruh. You know, like I think grade 12, I'm kumbuling lose.
Shit.
You know, so it was just with oh god. You know, closing winner, but at the same time, I'm good. You know, because in my head I'm just like, how fits it's just the district. I mean, it's just Durban. You know, it's just
these niggas
just
that
this-
hang around.
Yeah, boy, you know.
Nah, man, it's just some DHS.
You
niggas.
know, he call it nine home, so we relax, you know. And then, I made KZN. Then I represented the province, went to SC Chabs. Yeah, but still then, I don't know why.
It hadn't clicked
I
to you.
click, ukuthi, "Hayi bo, bruh, this is what you called, you know?"
Yeah.
And then went to varsity. Okay, so after the KZN champs, Wade Fraser is one of the coaches who was at UKZN by the time. So he came to me and my friends and was like, I just want to offer you guys scholarship, because my friend too now we teach him. So he offered us a scholarship, figure UKZN, and then okay. When I got there, I made a lot of excuses for not training.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have transport, I don't have a coach, but they offered coaching,
Yeah.
but it was just too far for me to get there. And then I just started training on my own. And while training, mengibuka izinto engizenza manje with a proper coach, izinto engangizenza back then, that's when I realized this. God,
It was a
was like,
calling.
dude, this is where you called.
Yeah.
So I think God was just the one who's just directing me through everything. So I was training alone. So I just made a decision, which I'm not going to make excuses anymore. And then once I started changing my mind in terms of Uguti, let me just pursue this and train. And when I actually started doing the work, things just started coming to me, and I think that's how I attracted or coach who wanted to help me or people who just wanted to help me. So so this was first year.
Yeah.
First year went to USA's running made KZN, USA's. I think first year, I think that's when Engasho was okay. Let's do this,
Yeah.
And then another thing, another factor that contributed, when I got to Eversit, so all the things I had applied for, Antatang, yabo. And then I was living with Omemchita, commune.
Yeah.
So commune, he was doing sports science. I didn't want to do sports science because I just wanted to be different in the sense that Uguti, everyone who gets a scholarship wants to do sports science, So I'm like,
yeah.
come on, guys, let's be different.
Diversify.
So ngingeneka business admin nakhona ngiyangena ngiyabambisa ubona bazame bekutshela hayi ngena khozo shutsha phakathi ngishaya this leyo it's okay ngena uzobona. Hey, when I get to the lecture, bruh, I'm just like, nah, they talk about parliaments. This is not me. This is not me, bruh. Hlangana mina neparliament, yabo. Okay, cool. And then closing in oledi lavele lashe mimini.
Yeah.
Oledi closing ngihlupha ngayo yonke into. I think every day ngalesa sikhathi ngihlezi ngiya at the office, I'm like, ma, I don't like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then this guy I'm living with, the commune, he's like, well, he didn't really convince me to do sports science, but I was just asking him, it's except twins, yeah. And then he's like, in sports science, I'm like, okay, let's try this. I don't like it, but let me just try it. And then when I go into sports science, when I look at my modules, lama modules engwenzayo, khona eyodwa le module ekuyinto engifuna ukuyenza vele. So when I saw it's okay, lento ngifuna ukuyenza ikhona la, I'm like, I'm home.
Might as well.
I love sports. Khona lento engiyifunayo, I love this. And then so I carry on ngiyafunda. I do a deeper research in sports science. I realize okay, I can be a biokineticist, I go through biokineticist, it's okay, in le biokineticist. Because ngiyabona how teqishele kudokotela kodwa hlala no sports. I'm like,
Yeah.
This is home, guys. This is home. I'm like, okay, cool. So what I'm trying to get at, me going into sports science was not a mistake.
Yeah.
It had to happen in order for me to be able ukuthi ngikwazi ukuyi-trainees. Because the things that I was doing, I didn't know what I was doing. But when I look at now, it's relevant stuff. I'm doing now, but obviously at a different intensity. Yeah, bo.
And under a guidance of
Under guidance,
a coach,
a proper
someone who
coach,
says that-
who has a lot of experience. So I was like, okay. So in that sense, I was doing sports science and I was able to do things for myself. I was able to make programs for myself. train accordingly, event specific or sport specific for what I'm doing, you know, the important muscles and all of that.
Now, has any of that like led to an improvement? The fact that I mean, you can educate yourself about what you're doing, going even beyond and further, and understanding the science, so to say, in what you're doing. Do you feel that you having that background of sports science has given you an edge, and it leads to? Do you see yourself improving because of that?
Yeah, a lot actually, because you know, when you're a person or cool village, you mean like you just have those specific muscles you want to train. Obviously, you want to go for arms, you want to go for chest, legs here and there, yeah, bo. But from the science I got from sports science, I realized it's okay. These are the important muscles. I need good shoulders. I need a chest. I need quads, calves, hamstrings work the most. So when I studied all of that, I realized it's okay. I know what to work on, you know. So when I transitioned from being alone and getting a coach, it wasn't hard because coach didn't have to do a lot of work because already basically now ngathini baseline noma foundation
You have an understanding
of
of what a coach,
you know,
what a role a coach has to play.
So when I got to coach, it wasn't really hard for him to work with me because already I have the necessary muscles for a sprinter. So I think sports science really did play a huge role in terms of getting what I need for 100 meters.
Who's your coach?
Mr. Ali Muhammad Ali
Where is he based?
is in Cape Town.
Okay, so is that why you were in Cape Town
Yes.
in December?
Yes.
So is any of the training that you were doing over December specific to the upcoming events, or was it just regular training?
Okay, so with my coach, what we basically do is that we plan out for the year, Uguti. So these are the potential events we can go. These are the events that are standard. It's okay, we are going to go to these events. So in December, we normally do speed training.
Yeah.
Because so from July, we're just doing endurance. Base, and then in December, obviously everything changes. We start doing strength, power, speed, right? Going into the season because our season starts in Jan.
Okay.
Well, so
now we're in pre-season right now.
now the season has begun.
Okay.
But the problem is, I just came from a hamstring injury.
Okay.
So I'm just taking it easy, right? So I'm just trying to pick up my fitness back and, just going back again. And then, as I said, there's a list of events we have, and obviously we're preparing for that.
Okay. Now with these events, I know there's Olympics coming up.
Yeah.
Are there certain events that you guys are possibly targeting for you to qualify for the Olympics or something like that?
Yeah. So you can qualify anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, but as long as it's under regulations, IAAF.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's recognized by the IAAF, then we can go for it. So there are certain leagues that I can go to. I can go to Tugs, I can go to Poch, and I can qualify there. And then obviously it's better, or there's more competition if I compete in a championship. So like South African champs, or KZN champs, right? And then obviously because there's everyone there, then I can have an opportunity to actually qualify for the respective events.
Yeah.
And then there are also invitational events whereby you get an invitation with the you can come here. Lapo, it's only the elite guys, you know. So
Which are those events?
there's Grand Prix, what else? And then there's a few others like the Summer Series, South African Summer Series, and all of that. So so you get a call up if you get a call up, or sometimes if no connections you get, and then you can qualify there.
So are you I know this is a question that all black people ask. Do you get like paid? Is it like a stage where people are actually paying you to run even though you're not winning any medals?
Hey, Otak, been getting the question home. Yeah, okay, there are events whereby there's cash prize money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Of course,
there are
yeah.
events where there's cash prize money, then there's also international events whereby there's money. But obviously, as you increase the level in terms of athletics, that's where you have more money in terms of what they pay you for being there. You know,
Okay. For representing and
yeah, just you being there, you get money for that appearance fee. You get money if you win or if you Puma sits in position. But I think in athletics, money comes more from sponsors.
okay.
Yeah.
How, according to you, what's the best way for an athlete to build themselves to become one of the top elite athletes?
I think, I believe, Uguti, everything is up to you. Yeah, bro. Because with me, a lot of people have told me, Uguti, why don't you go to tags? Wada, you know? And I'm like, bro, I can make it here. You know, if I believe Uguti, I can make it. I know in KZN, people will tell you, Uguti, in KZN, there's no talent. They will tell you, Uguti, UKZN, yeah, bet in terms of sports, you know? Well, I'm just like, okay, let me just change that.
Yeah.
You know? So, it's all about belief. If you can believe, Wuti, I can do things differently and get to the top, then why not? And then, obviously, trying to train at the same intensity as those people. So, obviously, you want to look at how they train. You would like to know what programs they're doing at the gym. What are they doing? Because
Yes,
you know,
that's
so
true.
obviously you need to look at those people and then just try as much as possible to train with people at a very high level. You know,
Would you say there's enough information out there, like to find out as to how these elite athletes are training?
no, these people don't want to let go of the programs. Obviously, abafunda bokuthi ufike phela labo.
Yeah.
But hamba nango coach wakho, it depends on your coach. If your coach is very open-minded, your coach will tell you, it's
Yeah.
okay, this is what we're going to do. You know, well, I like my coach. What I like about my coach is that akacabangeli the small things. You know, my coach tells you, it's okay, we're looking at a 10-0, you know, capital to come out from a 10-6, you know. If in reality, they're like, oh, dude, do you really think you can jump from a 10-6 to 10-0?
Yeah.
You know, but my coach is like, okay, I want you to do this. I want you to get a medal at the SA Champs. SA Champs is where everyone is, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I like about my coach. He doesn't think inside the box. Like, he
It's
thinks,
more ambitious.
you know? Like, he's like, okay, we can do this. And in that way, now you start seeing yourself. It's okay. If coach sees that in me, well, I can also see that for myself.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's very important to have that type of coach who sees the greatness in you when you can't even see it, you know.
I remember last year we spoke and you were telling me that, you know, even though you could get a qualifying time this year to qualify for the Olympics, even if it's the best time in SA, it's possible that you could
Not
be
make
left
it.
out of
Yeah.
the team that goes to
Yeah, it's
Japan.
politics. It's politics, guys.
How
You
does
know,
it?
everywhere there's politics, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get to an event. Let's just say USA Champs. USA Champs. That's all the universities. You know, after USA Champs, there's a team. It's SA, so it's like you go to World Student Games or it's Cooks. It varies. Sometimes it's Cooks Games, where it's African Champs, and then sometimes it's Mini Olympics, which is the World Student Games.
Yeah.
So right after you guys run at the USA Champs, they pick a team. So it's possible that you performed on the day, right? But they can tell you, ukuthi, okay, so lo muntu mhlawumbe umhlulile ophuma number 4 or 5, they'll be like, he qualified earlier in the year, but I performed on the
So-
day.
Oh, so they're looking at your track record as just opposed to one singular performance.
Yeah, and then sometimes they'll tell you, mhlawumbe ukuthi, okay, we're thinking of the relay team, and these two people work together. They work well together. You know, they have a good changing style or whatever. So it's just politics.
Oh,
but
come on,
obviously, you
man,
can't.
that's lame.
You can't make that an excuse.
No
you know?
wonder we don't win. No wonder our teams go. Because at the Olympics, to be honest, we're trash. I'm sorry, but we're trash.
Yeah, bro. I
We've
just,
been trash. When last did we get a gold medal?
yeah, bro.
It's so manje ngocasta nje. Njalo ngaso sonke isikhathi. Come on, guys. Come on. You cannot tell me that Casta is the only legit athlete that we have that can perform at the highest level consistently.
Yeah. And
You know-
Naya Futsi, her future in athletics is unknown. 'Cause-
This has got to
there's a
stop.
lot of
It's got to
politics.
stop.
yeah, bro.
We gotta leave politics out of sports. When it comes to sport, you need a person who can perform on the day.
100%.
If a person, listen, when it comes to running, it's a race.
It's a race.
It's about who will finish the fastest.
Mm.
And I believe
Especially
that
if they run the qualifying time.
it's a simple analogy.
You know.
When you look at everyone who is qualified within the qualifying period, I don't care. In fact, if you ran 10 or you ran 959
Mm.
2018
Mm.
and somebody runs 992,
Mm.
I take the guy that ran that time now.
Well, they probably tell
Because
you
I-
he's a middle contender.
But you ran that long time ago. That's not your current time.
You know?
What I want is the fastest guy now.
True.
That's the guy who can deliver.
100%.
If you ran that quick time then, but after that you've just been running sub of that, then no, it's not good enough.
Do you ever get stage frights? So like with regards to these times varying. So maybe this guy ran 9 seconds
Yeah.
1 year, then it's 9.1 the next year. So do you ever have that where maybe you know that you can run a certain time?
Yeah.
When you training, you're obviously marking yourself.
Yeah.
And do you ever get that stage fright or that performance anxiety or?
On the day.
Yeah, when it comes to like a big, a performance now, they've
Yeah.
got the lights and they've
It
got
is scary, bro.
there's
It
people
is.
watching you.
It is scary. With 100 meters, I think you can never get used to that feeling. When they say on your marks, it's just a crazy feeling, bro.
That's
It's a
like
crazy feeling, bro.
That's the
I try
weirdest-
leg, probably. I have
That's
feeling.
the
I try leg.
weirdest thing to do.
You know, when there's like-
as running 100 meters,
Bruh,
because
you can't make any mistakes.
there's just like 10 seconds.
You know?
10 seconds.
So when they say on your marks, yo,
Your fate is
my
decided.
heart is pounding.
10
Yeah, bro.
seconds later, somebody has won that competition.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah,
with
that's
100
cold.
meters,
You've trained for like 10 years.
just
It
for 10
don't take
seconds.
10 seconds for somebody to beat your ass. And you're done.
Yeah, so when you get there, obviously you start looking at other people with corner low. Especially because we can see the start list clap the day or the night before. What's okay, who do I have on my heats? Who do I have hlampe or blind or whatever. So you look at those and then you just start
You start measuring
you just
yourself.
start, being scared. But if you've trained hard, if you train hard, you believe your coach, you believe your coach's plan, and you just tell yourself, I'm just going to execute what my coach told me to. So you get there, just block everything out, and then on your marks, obviously your heart is going to but anyways, let's go.
Asambe.
Asambe, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens.
At this level, do people study you, or do you study other people that you possibly going to be racing with?
You have to study people. I think everywhere
Is
you
it
study people.
your coach's job?
No,
or
no.
Or your job?
Well, he can.
Yeah.
And then it gives me feedback. It's okay. But you don't worry about other people.
You
in
have no
100
control
meters.
of that in the actual day.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah, but
It's not like
but
boxing.
obviously, I do my research. I go on the IWF page. I check the person's personal best, season best. I'm like, oh, okay, I can beat you. Okay, out. I can beat you out. Okay, that's what is the problem. Okay, we need to work on that one. Yeah, boy. So you do that job for yourself. It's okay. Nangu muntu engamele ngimsabe, nangu muntu engamele ngimsabe, but mengifika lapha ngathi hey, suka kusaba. Yabo?
Yeah.
So yeah, 100-meter line, asicabanga umuntu, we just think about ourselves and our time. Yeah.
You and my man over there, Tiny, recently shot a documentary.
Sure.
Obviously.
Quality documentary.
Focusing
That's
on you.
vital.
I feel like that was a beautiful piece of work, detailing your story, your life.
Yeah, so as I told him before we started with it, I'm not a person who likes blasting their lives out, telling people it's okay, this is what I do, this is where I want to get, you know. I'm a very private person, you know. I'm just the type of person who's like, oh, nini, you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person. But when the opportunity came, I'm like, why not, you know? And in a way, it kind of helped me, Uguti. If I get pressure on me in a sense, Uguti, okay, so people know you already.
Yeah.
So you have to perform.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be like a climax and then on the day you're an anti-climax. So you have to live up to what people saw.
Consistency.
100%. So it kind of helped me. Uguti, Tiny gave me the opportunity to actually be on his documentaries. Because now some people actually talk about me. Abanya Banta, like, hey, everyone just wants to see
Support
you run,
and
you know. So in that sense, it kind of helped me, Uguti. Now I'm not just doing it for myself, but I'm just doing it for the people who want to support me and see me go far. Yeah, boy.
And not only that, but like, I mean, it goes a long way in inspiring other kids
True.
who could be coming from a similar background to the one that you're from.
Yeah. I think as people, we don't see the impact we make on other people up until they actually come to you. They're like, bruh, I really like you. You know, you really inspire me. Yeah, and I want to be like you. So I get quite a few of those. And Jabosho now would say it allows other people who come from the same background as me to be well, I haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Right? But abantu they bazobona ukuthi there is a chance of getting somewhere if you want to. Yeah, but so Mzobe started from nowhere, and we can see him is going somewhere. So now, but they won't have the thing ukuthi I don't have any support, you know. So even as a guy, some kids come to me and ask me about running. Ukuthi, where can I get a coach? What can I do to be like you, or what can I do to start running? Yeah, boy. So in that sense, if people see that, I hope they also get inspired. Would see, let's do this. If you can do it, let's try it.
Tell me something. So, is it important in your field to brand yourself? Is that like an important thing, or people just kind of like you have your coach, you have your team, you have your organization, and you just run? Or
brand yourself in Skanjan.
Like in terms of, okay, if you're a 100-meter runner, then you know you have your social media page, you have maybe your name, your sort of brand name that you like to go by. Like, you know how, let's just say, we look at Usain Bolt.
He's aligned with Puma.
And he has like adverts. And besides that being the companies representing the sponsors, he sort of has an identity
outside of the person.
Outside of what he's actually doing, you know.
Okay, so with me, mina, performance comes first. Ungayenza shoots wakho ba no documentary yakho kodwa munga perform asinendaba now. You know, so
straight up.
With me, yes, branding is important. Yeah, because now you can feel it's okay. I'm a brand. I represent myself. Not only do I represent myself, but I also represent my brand. So also you also have to be a smart athlete. So you don't only focus on the track. Find other ways to get income. You know, if the opportunity avails itself, take it, use it. So if you can use your brand to get more sponsors. You can use your brand to do other things. Because Usain Bolt now, I think Usain Bolt took over the other Uber, Taxify. He made it Bolt. I think yeah,
Bolt.
you know,
Yes, it is.
it's like I didn't check, but see, you have to be a smart athlete. Yeah, well, God gave you a gift, not to just focus on that gift, but to open other doors for yourself and be a blessing to others too. Yeah, boy. So yeah.
Wow, and I think you going about it the right way. I mean, people need to know who you are, obviously, and what you're doing, because for you it's not just a hobby. It's not something that you do because you're bored. You are actually serious about this.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's an example for anyone else out there to be like, yo, here's another option. There's something else you can look up to or look at as an option in life. Like using your talent to brand yourself and be a
100%.
brand that could represent your family or feed your family and so forth. And I think, and we live in a time where it's not a lie, it's a fact that you're involved in spectator sport. There's a lot of branding, marketing around sports. And it's something that one should look up to or should look at as an option.
And also sponsors, but they want to go for a person who's open-minded, because if you look at Simbine has a lot of sponsors, right? Because he's open-minded, but not only is he just focusing on athletics, even the things he say, the way he speaks, the way he presents himself, you know, the way he conducts himself. They look at all of those things, you know, like the smallest things we check, they look at, like, what did you do at the end of the race? If you won or lost, a reaction yakinjan after, you know, me going, even after losing, shaking everybody's hand. Loco is something they look at. So I think more than anything, you're not just representing yourself, you're representing your brand. And you have to make your brand proud.
Does what you do, or you at the point now where what you does affects what you're able to do outside of work? By what I mean work is like your athleticism. So does it affect you if Slampe you get seen
in compromising positions?
Yes, in compromising situations.
I get you. With me, I live the way I want to see myself in the future, right? So if I get used to disciplining myself now, it's going to be easier for me to discipline myself at the future. So I wouldn't want to see myself in other people's statuses, being drunk. I'm not saying being drunk is wrong. That's important. I have no issues with people who drink. But me personally, I wouldn't like. Image is very important. You know, so I wouldn't like to see myself or just being anyhow. You know.
Absolutely. You're right. If I had a brand and I was looking to invest in athletes, more specifically in sprinting, I wouldn't invest in an athlete who parties.
Like it doesn't really go hand in hand. I mean, Zopuza, then you're gonna go to training. It's counter.
It's like how you're gonna win.
Even with the general we've spoken about is, we would say, if ufuna ukudlala amantombazane, do it kusa-early, because when you get there, you can't do that.
No time.
There's no time.
Even now,
100%.
Like you could do something now that could come back 10 years later
100%.
and pull you back like 20 years back.
100%. And also, I also think, in terms of goals, if you can get yourself into Bazane right now, I think also that helps in a sense of discipline and not to go around or being loose. So I'm not saying but if it was good discipline or no, self-discipline, then we're good to go. But also having Intombi, it can help in the sense of I'm just controlling myself.
It broadens your thinking.
I'm just focusing on what I focus on.
But
you know.
even within Tom, you need someone who's gonna support.
100%. Ibalulekile supporting, especially in
When you have
individual
somebody who's
sports.
pulling in the opposite direction.
Hey,
true.
bro, I can't go with people who drag me.
Yeah.
Like I can't go with people who are dead weight. You know, and if I feel as if we're bambezel, I let you go.
Yeah.
Like no hard feelings, guys. This is my future.
Yeah.
I have one life.
How else?
I
would
have a strange question. So I was watching boxing the other day, and it was a Mike Tyson. What's that thing? It's like 60. What is it? It's like a 60-minute thing where they just detail the life of someone. And Mike Tyson used to say, or he said in this it's like an esports thing. And you're saying that they don't have they don't have sexual intercourse a month or something before the performance or before the fight or anything like that. Is
Yeah.
that relevant to?
Athletic.
Okay, so
I know it's a really random question, but it's performance.
yeah. Okay.
No pun intended.
It's part of the science.
Khona izinto ezihlukile ngalokho, yabo. Some people say sex enhances performance. Some people say it's bad for you, yabo. But what I've heard in my sports is that, I think sex does enhance performance because if you think about it, everything is about testosterone, yabo. So if your testosterone levels can go high naturally, then I think you can perform better,
Yeah.
yabo.
More strength.
More strength,
And
100%.
endurance, yeah.
Yeah. But everybody has their own philosophies, yabo. So if you feel Woodsy sex doesn't help you, or sex does help you,
It's really up to how you function. Okay.
Yeah.
I would, man.
So you know how Usain Bolt had Puma, Akani Simbini has Nike,
Adidas.
and so they say, oh,
Adidas.
Is it Wade?
Wait, Adidas, die.
Wade isn't. Who has Nike?
Oh, Nike.
Nike. No athletes in SA.
Oscar-
No, back on, there's Clarence.
Oscar
Clarence,
Pistorius.
Clarence Munya has Nike,
Oh,
yeah.
they had Oscar. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, who does Mzobe like? What's
Our
your
Puma face.
what's your sporting
best
apparel?
brand in the business, you know?
Yeah.
We're going with Puma.
So you're a Puma man.
Puma, man.
Okay, Puma.
All the
I hope you listen.
Puma's super dope.
All the
yo.
way.
I hope Puma is listening, and the boy just declared he's a Puma man
Puma, man.
already. You don't need to convince him to come over to Puma. You just need to cut that check.
Yeah, Puma all the way. Puma all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year plan is mission obviously Olympics.
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of
Takeover with be SA champ.
Okay, so this year there's Olympics, there's African champs. I think there's also Southern regions. There's Kuksas. What else? Yeah. So I'm looking to get in the team for all of those. Yeah. So I just want to get quick times. Wuti, they can see my hand. Wuti, I'm here, guys. If it means being in the relay team, let it be. But as long as I'm in the team,
Yeah.
you know, I just want to be in that green and gold
Wow.
this year.
And how do people support you? Like, okay, for me, I've never been to a track and field event ever. I don't even like.
Yeah.
I think
I don't even see the calendar. Like
Yeah,
even the
sure.
calendar.
I mean, okay, we see it on TV, but
you
it's
only
usually
see
like
you see it in highlights.
unattainable people. You know, how
Yeah.
do we support you? Where can we see? Like,
Okay, so in KZN, KZN amaleague amancane, yabo.
Yeah.
But we usually have leagues from Jan, I think up until February.
I think what we should do is you tell us, is there an event where you're going to be running in Durban or in KZN?
Yeah, there's KZN champs
When?
in April.
April.
Wait, is it April? Yeah, I think it's April.
So, but you we'll keep people updated. So we wanna bring a whole crowd just to come cheer for you.
Pressure gag.
No, I'm serious.
no, it's
We'll bring
you
an
know,
audience, bro. We will bring an
It's
audience.
like anything with this performance involved.
It's more of a support thing than coming to watch.
Yeah,
It's more like to give you strength. Like we also believe in you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so KZN Champs is the place to be.
It's around April.
Yeah.
So people out there, diarize it somewhere. April, we're gonna be in Kings Park Athletics
Stadium.
track and field stadium, screaming, doing all sorts
our
of things.
banners.
Understand? If you got a band, come bring the band.
Bring it all. How can it man? Bring that band.
I wasn't a band member.
Bring that band. Bring that band.
Yeah, weren't you playing the drums?
No, man.
What do you?
Oh, that sports. Did he even play sports?
I came in grade 8 and I played all sports. However, I was there was what did they call the last place? It was called the Jordan All Stars. There was this guy. He used to actually be an athlete. His name was Mr. Jordan, and then he became super overweight.
Ooh.
And then he was coaching the last team, and they called it the Jordan All Stars.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was proud there. I was in the Jordan All Stars, getting my wickets in cricket, getting it down the wing. I was getting it in, but hey, I slowly realized, nah, bruh. Let me just pick up the paintbrush.
Yeah.
Pick up the spray paint.
Yeah.
Get drawing.
Yeah, just focus on your gift.
Before you waste your hands.
Straight up, bro. I'm not actually a fast runner, but recently I've actually noticed that I did gain how do you say it? If you can run faster now, you gain some pace, whatever.
Yeah, speech.
Yeah. So my speed has improved.
Yeah.
Through a little bit of training and just looking after my health.
You know?
Let's meet at the track and test that.
Bro, man.
We go train with Mzobe here.
Bring your fat suit, bro.
And prove that.
Athletics is not a thing you can just do socially. Yeah. It's either you're in or out. That thing is hard, guys.
You could get injured or anything like that. Huh?
Injured, guys. That thing is hard.
Yeah.
You know, I've played so many sports, guys, but athletics is very hard for me.
Like training for 10 seconds.
It's hard, guys.
Sure.
And doing 200 meters, 300 meters, maybe 4 times or 5 times, just for 10 seconds. You know? But yeah, it's not. Well, I wouldn't recommend someone to do it socially. It's either you're in or out.
Yeah.
It's either you have dreams or not.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifice and a lot of training and a lot of pain.
So what does your average day look like? You waking up? What's your regiment?
Yeah. What's a
How do you
typical
become a
day
champ?
in a life
What is
of
the
a
champ
sprinter?
formula?
Okay, so wake up, I pray, have some
Very important, I guess.
devotions. You know, I'm a person who I want people to be positive, so I post some stuff there on my status. Okay, I pray. Shut up, TT.
And that vision, you gotta have. Understand with the praying, you gotta have that vision.
Yeah. You with the praying, you have to believe after the prayer, Oguti, I've received whatever I prayed for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also read a lot of books. So most of the books I've read, they say you have to. Not say it's like affirmations in the morning that I say. I have my vision board. I imagine myself being there, whatever I want on my vision board. You know, I imagine that, wake up, ngiyageza, go to school, depending on how long my day will be. It's either I train in the morning, very early in the morning, or afternoon. Yeah, and then back home.
What books have you read lately?
There's one, I've read The Secrets, there's The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I'm currently reading that
Is it the blue cover one?
There's blue and white.
Okay, yeah.
What's it about?
It just talks about how important the subconscious mind is. If we think about it, the subconscious mind iyona enza izinto ezibalulekile in the body more than the conscious mind. Things like breathing,
heartbeat.
The heartbeat, you know. So if you can imprint the things you want on your subconscious mind can make it into a reality, because that's the power it has already. It can do the vital stuff. So whatever you want, like it's nothing to it.
Wow. Who's the author?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
I can send it to you.
Yeah. Take a picture
PDF,
of it.
Just send me a picture of it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try and find an audiobook.
It's good,
I
man.
suck
It's
at reading,
nice.
you know.
I also don't read, but when it comes to the mind or anything that's going to enhance my life, I make sure I read those.
Yeah.
Self-help type of...
Thank God for audiobooks. Whoever... audiobooks are the best, bro. Like, otherwise I wouldn't be reading any books.
It's a
You're
drag.
listening to
Chef.
both.
It's a drag, yo.
Well, yeah, technically I'm reading it. Doesn't matter. We know the same thing.
Yeah.
Man, Mfundo, I think that's all we have time for. Wait, there was something, but no, I'll spoil the whole thing. I still want people to go watch the documentary, so I'm not gonna speak about this until
cool.
I'll
Yes,
let it
go watch
simmer
that.
in there. Make sure you go watch that documentary. It's on Tiny Films Production. Am I right, Tiny? Tiny Films Production
Tiny
on
Films,
YouTube.
At it again.
Otherwise, Mfundo, where can people follow you?
On Instagram. Oh, I'm not such a social person, but
You need to be. You need to be. If you're
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there on these
true.
streets,
Get in, we
telling
hunting that Puma
Yeah.
deal. We hunting that Puma deal.
where you think Puma's gonna see you, son?
yeah, guys. So Facebook, Mfundo Mzobe, and then Instagram, it's Mzobe_9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck for the rest of the year, bro.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. We right here. We're supporting. Whenever you're out, just let us know. I'll make an announcement. I'll make sure. I'll tell all the people out there that you're out there doing your thing.
Thank you.
Kev, anything you want to add in closing?
Hey, just follow us at
GNPS_podcast.
yeah.
It's been
What it
real.
do.
Catch us next
Peace.
time.
You're too fast.
Peace.